Now I haven't done this since I was like 10, so let's be patient today. Okay, so welcome to the Makawao Spring Equinox Higan Dharma Family Service. And if there's any like new people, you could stand up and introduce yourself if you would like to do so.
If you like to do so.
Hi, my name is Hank. I'm from California and I go to school with Jimmy at UH. And it's good to be here.
Please rise if you're able, and let's begin the service by singing the Vandana Tisarana together, both in Pali and English.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammasambuddhassa. Homage to him, the exalted one, the enlightened one, the supremely awakened one. Buddham saranam gacchami, Dhammam saranam gacchami, Sangham saranam gacchami. I go to the Buddha for guidance. I go to the Dharma for guidance. I go to the Sangha for guidance.
Please be seated. We will now sing the Gatha, God show Kingdom, led by Reverend Carey. The words will be shown on the screens, and chanting will be followed by quiet meditation.
Namo Amida Butsu. I recite Amida's name with deep joy and gratitude. I show with Amida trees and grasses and flowers, all grow in great compassion. His light shines throughout the world. I show with Amida. Flowers bloom and flowers fall. From the seed sprout new flowers. This is the truth unchanging. I show with Amida. Springtime brings the happy birds, their songs all praise Amida. I join them in Nembutsu. I show with Amida. When I call Amida's name, it's Amida calling me. Buddha's voice, my voice are one. I show with Amida. When I'm lonely, I recite Namo Amida Butsu. Then I feel great compassion. I show with Amida. Then Butsu in work and play. Every day with Amida. Every moment filled with light. I show with Amida. Remember the golden chain. Kindness to all living things. I will follow this teaching. I show with Amida. In the clear Gasho with Amida. Namo Amida Butsu. I live in great compassion. This great power guides my life. I Gasho with Amida. Let's sit together quietly for a few moments. So just relax and get comfortable. If you are able, sit forward in your seat and place both feet flat on the ground. Now sit up straight, align your head, neck, shoulders, and back in a straight line that goes down to the floor. Place your hands comfortably on your back. Now close your eyes and just breathe. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. As you breathe in, you'll feel energy filling your body. And as you breathe out, any stress or worries in your mind just fade away. Just breathe. The sound of the gong will signal the end of our quiet meditation.
We would now like to encourage everyone to offer incense at this time. The offering of incense is an ancient rite of purification of mind, body, in preparation to hear the Dharma teachings. Offertory or making donations and offerings to the temple is a practice of Dharma, the first of the 6 paramita perfections in Makawao Buddhism. Please remain standing. So if you guys could stand up, please. This is in Gotha on this morning. Not on the screens or the pages. 119 in the Praises of Buddha Gotha book. I think we're just going to use the screens though. And now we're going to do the children's Dharma story time.
Good morning, it's me, Barkley the dog. How you doing this fine Sunday morning? I hope you're well and feeling fine. Mahalo for joining us here in historic Makawao town on the beautiful island of Maui in the great state of Hawaii. And this here is Loose Ladybug, the love of my life. And, oops. Remember, Sensei, you can't change the slides, but you don't take me off. Okay, and the love of our love child, baby Dot. Here we go. Good morning, aloha kako, aloha for everyone. I'm so happy to see all of you here this morning. Aloha. Hoo-wee, mahalo, mahalo. Thank you so much for joining us this fine morning because we have a great story for you, and it's in here somewhere. And today's story, brought to you by Auntie Jane H., is They All Saw a Cat by Brendan Wenzel. They All Saw a Cat by Brendan Wenzel. The cat walked through the world with its whiskers, ears, and paws. And the child saw a cat. And the dog saw a cat. And the fox saw a cat. Yes, they all saw the cat. The cat walked through the world with its whiskers, ears, and paws. And the fish saw a cat. And the mouse saw a cat. And the bee saw a cat. Yes, they all saw the cat. The cat walked through the world with its whiskers, ears, and paws. And the bird saw a cat. And the flea saw a cat. And the snake saw a cat. And the skunk saw a cat. And the worm saw a cat. And the bat saw a cat. Yes, they all saw the cat. Yes, they all saw a cat. A child, and a dog, and a fox, and a fish, and a mouse, and a bee, and a bird, and a flea, and a snake, and a skunk, and a worm, and a bat. The cat knew them all, and they all knew the cat. And the cat walked through the world with its whiskers, ears, and paws. And then it came to the water. And imagine what it saw. The end. Okay. It's not moving. There we go. This book is dedicated for Magdalena, and that's from BW. And the book has a profile of the author and illustrator as well. And that was the story, They All Saw a Cat by Brendan Wenzel. Hey, wasn't that a great story? Hey, Akiko, what part did you like? Oh, really? Sensei liked that, loved that part too. I loved how everyone saw the cat. They saw the cat. But they can only imagine what the cat saw in the water when it saw its own reflection. So it's like people that can see the outside, but not the inside of a person. Well, how about you, Barkley? What part of the story did you like? Well, I loved how everybody saw the cat, but each one saw something different than the others. The worm saw the cat one way, and the bird saw the cat in a different way. And I loved how the flea was looking at the cat from behind. That was kind of funny. Because when I see a cat, I want to bark and I want to chase them after them because I'm a dog. That's kind of automatic when you're a dog, you know. I guess everybody sees things a bit differently than other folks because we are all different in our own way. Don't mean no one's better than the other, just means you're different. Which kind of makes things fun, you know. Hey kids, can I tell you a secret? Most people see me as Barkley the dog, the rascal dog, the star of the Children's Drama Storytime. But don't tell anyone. I'm a real softie when it comes to the love of my life, Lucy the Ladybug. I just melt when I'm near her. Hey, Lucy Ladybug, love of my life. What part of the story did you like? Well, mahalo for asking, Barkley. I know how much of a softie and a sweetheart you really are, and such a romantic. Everybody knows. We should call you Barkley the romantic dog. I loved how everybody saw the cat a little bit differently, but they could only imagine the cat, what the cat saw in the reflection. So people can see what's on the outside, so you look like a cat, you got whiskers and paws, then people see you as a cat. But other people can only see the outside of another person. It's like the other people are looking at a mirror image too. Wow, that's rad, Lucy Ladybug, love my life. I know what I see when I see my reflection. I see Barkley in love with Lucy and Dot. How about you, little baby Dot? What do you see in the mirror? I see Mommy and Daddy and Dot. I see Namami Namitsu. Yeah, you got that. Oops, you got that. Oh, where we going? You got that right? Namami Namitsu is me and you and everybody all together like one big happy old hara. Yay, Namami Namitsu. Yes, that's right, Dot. It sure is Namami Namitsu. Okay. Not enough hands here, Sensei. There we go. Okay, oh, that's right. Namami Namitsu for everyone, aloha for everyone, and group hugs for everyone. Yay! Okay. Hey, Sensei, forgot something. That's right. Remember, kids. Remember, Akiko. Be good.
But not too much.
But not too much. So today, it's easier with babies because they just smile whatever you do. So today, good morning. For our Higan service, I'd like to talk about the meaning and significance of Higan in very real terms, very real world terms, through the practice of eating. So let's begin by reflecting on the wisdom of Shinran Shonin. Solely saying Amida's name constantly, one should respond with gratitude to the universal vow of great compassion. The wisdom of Shinran Shonin and the hymn of Chu, Shinjin, and Nembutsuke, the Shoshin Nembutsuke. No. So what is Higan? The Japanese Buddhist tradition, you probably know that it marks the turning point between the seasons, winter and summer, winter, spring, and summer. And it's what we call the equinox in Western culture. It's twice a year, once in the spring, once in the fall. So, Higan is when day and night are exactly the same. So on that day, it's light and dark. It's exactly the same. It's in perfect balance. So Higan is considered proof of the Buddhist truth of impermanence. The truth that all things arising from causes and conditions, especially ourselves, we're constantly changing and don't just get to last forever. So Jodo Shinshu, the Honganji tradition, the equinox, Higan, is considered the ideal time to reflect and pause and reflect upon the balance between our secular and spiritual lives. So the meaning and significance of Higan is traditionally taught through the parable of White Path. So Master Shandao, the fifth of the 7 Pure Land Masters, the great Chinese masters, he wrote this parable, the parable of the White Path, in the 5th century in China. Oh, where'd it go? Sorry, I got lost. Okay, a river of fire and a river of water separates this shore, the shore that we live on, and the other shore, the Pure Land of Amida Buddha, the realm of awakening to reality as it is and becoming Buddha. So the only way to cross these two rivers, to get from this shore to the other shore, is this white path, narrow path. It's only about 4 inches across. So on this shore, you hear the voices of bandits yelling, screaming at you. You'll never make it. You're not good enough. You'll fall in. Come back to this shore. We'll help you. So on this shore, you hear wild animals and beasts growling and fighting over who gets to eat you. Hey, Sensei looks nice and chubby. I get to eat him first. No, me. So on this shore, you also hear the voice of Shakyamuni Buddha, the Buddha saying, take refuge in Amida Buddha, kindness and understanding beyond words. You are already embraced, never to be abandoned, just as you are. Have no fear, just say Namo Amidatsu. And from the other shore, you hear the calling voice of Amida. Walk on the white path with singleness of heart and mind. You will not fall into the river of fire, you will not fall into the river of water. You will not be hurt by bandits. You will not be eaten by wild animals. I will save you without fail. Just say, Nam. And the parable of the white path ends there, leaving us to interpret and integrate these teachings into our lives. Now, you wouldn't be the first person to say, hey, Sensei, wait a second. What does this parable have to do with me? I don't live in 5th century China. There's no bandits or wild animals chasing after me. I live in the real world. I want Buddhism to help me in the real world. So let's think about what this parable might mean in the real world. So in the real world of today, Higan, this shore, we're constantly busy, we're juggling our responsibilities and demands on our time. We have partners, we got family, you got kids, you got school, you got work, caregiving, volunteering. I think a lot of people in this room will agree, hey, just being retired is really, really busy. I mean, there's a lot of things to do when you're retired. And our computers and tablets and smartphones and smartwatches are constantly buzzing with calls and messages and distractions. So we're so busy with stuff. We're totally consumes our attention, drains all of our energy. We seldom have time to stop and smell the incense. So when was the last time you actually took a moment to take a deep breath, to rebalance yourself, to recenter yourself? When was the last time you actually had time to do that? So it's no wonder that our spiritual lives suffer from neglect. Right? We find ourselves completely out of balance. So the white path crossing the river of fire and the river of water is, of course, this is our lives in the real world. We desperately want relief and we seek refuge from the chaos of the modern world, but the path is narrow. We have doubts. We have fears. We get distracted. We're lost. So on this shore, our lives are filled with modern bandits who want to steal our money. Want more, buy this, work harder, get ahead. There are bandits who introduce fear into our heads. Are you sure you won't run out of money in retirement? Don't make these retirement mistakes. Bandits, who then want to sell us the solution to all of these problems. Stressed out? Drink this. Beer commercials, right? The classic one. What a hard day at work. Pop. The sound of the beer going in the glass. American advertising, by law, you can't show people actually. You're not supposed to get any water in the cup. You can't actually show people drinking the alcohol, so you'll never see this. You just see the glass coming down. It's Miller time, or whatever the thing is. But again, right, in modern times, people are introducing this fear into your head, creating stress, and then selling you the solution. Most of you know I was an advertising guy, and that's what we do. We create problems for you, and then we sell you the solution. So on this shore, right, our lives are filled with these modern wild animals and beasts growling at us. So hate the other, destroy everything. Our self-centered greed, the river of fire, it insists, if I only have more money, I'd be happy. If only I were young again, I'd be happy. If only, if only, if only. There's no end to our self-centered greed. That's what the Buddha taught us. So our egocentric anger and fear and doubt, the river of fire insists. I'm right. They're wrong. It's not my fault. I'm the victim here. Oops. Okay, just lost my notes there. Okay. It's in here somewhere. Hang on. Okay, so drink this. Yeah. Okay, so in the real world, on this shore of human confusion and delusion, which in Sanskrit is called samsara, we're running around in circles. We're desperately seeking to fulfill these cravings and desires. But those cravings and desires, what we want, is constantly changing too. So it's a moving target. It's a moving target. And yet, the infinite wisdom, the wisdom of the Buddha, is available to us. So on this shore, Shakyamuni Buddha, the historical Buddha teaches, hey bro, life is tough. How do you say this? Always get kind one, bro. Someone's going to have to help me on my pigeon. That's not quite right there. The Buddha taught that selfishness causes all the suffering in our lives. Eliminate suffering. Eliminate selfishness. Suffering ends. The way to eliminate selfishness is the Eightfold Path. But the Eightfold Path is difficult. It requires total commitment, give up everything, become a monk, shave your head, live under strict rules, seeking spiritual truth above all else. Abandon everything else in your life and just pursue the truth. So, if you weren't capable of being a monk, you're stuck on this shore. The Pure Land Way offers a path to those who are not capable of becoming a monk. So for the rest of us, Amida Buddha calls to us from the other shore. If the Eightfold Path is too difficult, if you're unable to achieve the perfections of the six paramita, take refuge in Namwa Amidabutsu, the path of Nembutsu, the life of gratitude. And you will reach the other shore of enlightenment without fail, through birth into the Pure Land. Just call out my name, and I'll be there. Namwa. So it's just like baby Akiko, when she cries out, she knows mom's going to be there, or dad's going to be there. It's just how it works. So then Yoshonin says this: there are in the hymn of true Shinjin and Nembutsu the following lines. Solely saying Amida's name constantly, one should respond with gratitude to the universal vow of great compassion. This teaches us that we should simply recite the Nembutsu, or call the name, as an expression of gratitude for the Buddha's benevolence whether walking, stopping, sitting, or lying down, irrespective of time, place, or circumstance. And this is the teachings of Nenyo Shonin, the 8th Monshu, he's on the left there. And so, right, if we have a practice in Jodo Shinshu, the Honganji tradition, it's saying Namu Amida Butsu constantly, all the time, anytime, anywhere. That's our practice. That's our practice. The practice of Nembutsu, Namu Amida Butsu. Okay, so raise your hand if you're constantly saying Namu Amida Butsu out loud. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, don't feel bad. Most people don't. Most Honganji members would look at you like, what? Now you will see the ministers from Japan, right? So I might be speaking, and the minister will shake his head in agreement. Or like when I spilled the water myself, right? Oops, or what a beautiful rainbow, That is our practice. That's it. Right? But how many of us actually do that? Well, I do, but I'm a religious fanatic, of course, so people think I'm crazy. But think about that. Right? If there's one practice that we're supposed to be doing, it's saying Namu Amida Butsu all the time. But we don't. But we don't. So Master Honen, Master Shinran, they're teaching, it's really pretty, Master Shandao too, it's actually pretty straightforward. This is a t-shirt I made about 10 years ago. Just say it. Just say Namu Amida Butsu. That's it. And yet we cannot. We cannot. What? So we're kind of stuck, right, in modern times. But Shinran Shonin and also just the local style culture provides a path forward. So Shinran Shonin is actually quite famous for saying this. Nembutsu is the practice of no practice. We don't have a practice. Our practice is no practice. There's a whole doctrinal discussion about what this means. But very simply, right, Nembutsu, this state of mindfulness of Amida Buddha in our lives, it becomes a natural part of daily life, like breathing, eating, sleeping. So a Makawao Honganji Sanka member, who you all know, Ann Wallner, she says that when she's asked by non-Buddhists, oh, you're Buddhist, what's your practice? Right? She always says, our practice is eating. Right? And the answer is pretty funny because it's true. Right? How many Honganji gatherings have you been to, right, that didn't have this huge discussion about this planning and preparing and serving and then eating enough food for twice as many people who show up? And then we argue about who's going to take the leftovers home and how we're going to take them home. And for some reason, it always ends up at Sensei's house. I just explained that one to me. I mean, really, what could be simpler than saying Namu Amida Butsu? Obviously, the answer is eating. So Shinran Shonin is quoted in the Tanisho as saying this: "As for me, I simply accept and entrust myself to what my revered teacher told me. Just say the Nembutsu and be saved by Amida. There's nothing else involved." The wisdom of Shinran Shonin. So just say Nam Amida Butsu, be saved by Amida. There's nothing else involved. End of story. So why do we come to the temple? Why are you all here? Why do we study the teachings? And why do we volunteer to work so hard to sustain this temple? It's because of the food. Right? Honganji temples always have food at every event. Food is universal. It's the most basic driver of our human thoughts, words, and actions. It is about food. No food, no life. So through food, we are humbled because we're brought to truly appreciate the oneness of all life. The reality as it is, that all forms of life depend upon each other. These infinite connections and relationships. So Shinran Shonin taught that the Shinshu of Jodo, the essence of the Pure Land teachings, was awakening to this absolute reality that we're brought to hear and respond to the calling voice of Amida through the working of the primal vow in our lives, in the midst of ordinary life. Because when we realize that Amida's vow is for us, is for me, just as I am, unexceptional, utterly human, driven by blind passions, motivated only by my own self-centered cravings, I'm limited by human mind and human body. It's in that single thought moment we realize, I am embraced by Amida's great compassion. I've always been embraced by this. And my birth into the Pure Land is assured. I don't have to worry about that. So when I say Nam Amida Butsu, it's an expression of gratitude. So the question is, how do you awaken to the calling voice? So Japanese and Japanese Americans, we traditionally say itadakimasu before we eat. So itadakimasu, we can literally translate it as to be allowed to receive in gratitude. It's kind of complicated, right? To be allowed to receive in gratitude. It's always said from a humble position. It's from the subordinate position. We're saying this to someone who's above us. It's a profound recognition that we're allowed to receive in gratitude because of other people, other forms of life, the blessings of the Aina, the bounty of the earth. So itadakimasu is an awakening. We're allowed to receive this food and drink. Itadakimasu is an awakening. We're allowed to share this meal with our family and friends. It is an awakening. Itadakimasu is an awakening. We're allowed to live this moment of this day of an unrepeatable life. And then when we're done eating, we say, Gochiso-sama. Gochiso-sama literally translates as the honorable running around person. We are thanking the people who prepared the food. And through the mindful practice of no practice, through Jodo Shinshu, Itadakimasu and Gochiso-sama, we're also beginning to recognize and express gratitude for the countless unseen people who grew and harvested the vegetables and fruits. So we're thanking the people who raised and hunted or caught the animals, birds, and fish. So Gochiso-sama, this just act of saying Gochiso-sama, it's an awakening. We're thanking the plants and animals that gave up their life energy so that we can have our lives. It's an awakening. We're thanking all the people who process the food, pack the food, transport the food, stock the shelves, the cashier who total up our bill, the people who collect the shopping carts. If you go get a job at Costco, that's your first assignment. You got to go get all the shopping carts. And the people who clean the restrooms. We just kind of assume these things. But when we say Gochiso-sama, we're acknowledging all of these people. So when we take a moment to reflect on this inconceivable chain of causes and conditions that allow us to eat this meal, to receive in gratitude this meal, we should feel humbled. We should feel grateful for this gift of life. So think about it, right? Every meal, every time you sit down to eat, it's an opportunity to reflect on the interconnected nature of life. The truth that all life is one, not one time. It's an opportunity to remember that our life is only possible because of other people and other forms of life. Not more. Every meal is a precious opportunity to express our appreciation for the gift of this unrepeatable life, for the kind and gentle people in our lives, and for the unseen countless people and living beings that make our lives possible. It's not more. So when we awaken to our place in the world, it's not in the center, but simply a part of the whole. It reveals to us our total dependence on others. And this makes us humble, it fills us with a sense of gratitude, and we just say, mahalo. So in Jodo Shinshu Buddhism, the sense of deep gratitude is expressed by saying, Namo Amida Butsu, constantly, continuously, anytime, anywhere, by anyone, just as you are. So Namo Amida Butsu is simple as our practice is eating. All you have to do is say Namo Amida Butsu itadakimasu before every meal. Namo Amida Butsu goso sama after each meal. So if you can deliberately and consciously force yourself to say Namo Amida Butsu itadakimasu, Namo Amida Butsu goso sama, then in 1 year, you will have said Namo Amida Butsu in humility, gratitude, and joy at least 3,285 times. I remember Honan said you just have to say it once. So, and if you do this simple practice, your life will change. So this is the easy practice, the quote-unquote easy practice of Jodo Shinshu, of Shin Buddhism. Just say Namo Amida Butsu. Can you do this 3 times a day, every day, for a year? My watch is talking to me, that's weird. So today, as we mark the spring equinox, as we mark Higan, it's the perfect time to stop and to pause and reflect, rededicate ourselves to this path of Nembutsu through the practice of eating. What could be simpler? Just say it. Just say Namo Amida Butsu. Just say Mahalo. Now, what's for lunch? Mahalo for listening, and may your day be filled with aloha. Namo Amida Butsu.
Thank you, Sensei, for sharing the Dharma with us this morning. Let's all chant the Metta Sutta, the Loving Kindness Sutra. May all beings be
happy and well. May no harm or difficulties come to them. May they live in peace and harmony. May I be happy and well. May no harm or difficulties come to me. May I live in peace and harmony. May my family be happy and well. May no harm or difficulties come to them. May they live in peace and harmony. May my friends be happy and well. May no harm or difficulties come to them. May they live in peace and harmony. May my teachers be happy and well. May no harm or difficulties come to them. May they live in peace and harmony. May strangers be happy and well. May no harm or difficulties come to them. May they live in peace and harmony. May my enemies be happy and well. May no harm or difficulties come to them. May they live in peace and harmony. May all beings be happy and well. May no harm or difficulties come to them. May they live in peace and harmony.
Reverend Carey will now lead us in gratitude meditation.
So once again, let's sit together quietly for a few moments. So just relax and be comfortable. If you're able, sit forward in your seat and place both feet flat on the ground. And sit up straight. Align your head, neck, shoulders, and back in a straight line that goes down to the floor. Place your hands comfortably in your lap. Now close your eyes halfway so that you're looking both outwardly and inwardly. And just breathe. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. As you breathe in, think of something for which you are grateful. And as you breathe out, just say mahalo. Just say thank you, thank you, thank you. Just breathe. The sound of the gong will signal the end of our quiet meditation. namandas, namandas, namandas.
Please rise if you're able, and let's sing Endo Kusam, the hymn of gratitude written by Equinox, which will be found in the screen on the handout or on page 134 of the Red Service book. Please remain standing and let us sing the number 2, which will be found on the screen.
Let us cease from wrath and refrain from angry looks. Nor let us be resentful when others differ from us. For all beings have hearts, each heart has its own meanings. Their right is our wrong, and our right is their wrong. We are not unquestionably sages, nor are they unquestionably fools. We are both simply ordinary beings. The wisdom of Shuntō Taishi, who lived 574 to 622 in Japan. Not wrong with us.
Please be seated. Thank you for joining our service this morning. Are there any announcements?
Okay.
Good morning. On the first Sunday in April, April 6th, we will not have service here at Makawao because everybody for Central Maui Hanamatsuri will be gathered at Wailuku Hongwanji. So if you would like to sign up to attend the Hanamatsuri on April 6th at Wailuku, please use this sheet, which will be found in the office. Thank you.
Okay, so next Sunday we have regular Dharma family service, the last one in March. And then it's going to be Hanamatsuri.
Okay, here I am, I'm Karen, and I have a very important role in this temple. You all know why, what my role is?
Garage sale.
Garage sale! Okay, I know you guys have been waiting for the announcement. Okay, garage sale, we need all the help we can get on the first day of, June 8th, okay? 6/8. After temple, we will go up to the social hall, and we'll start to take out all the items that we have stored in the containers, under the house, in the garage, everywhere that we can. And the table should have been all set up for us the day before. So, that's our first day of work. And on that day, we will, like Sensei said, we're here to eat. So we will have a very nice lunch prepared for us. Okay, so don't worry about food, because we will have it for you. Then starting Monday to June 20th, we need all the help we can get from all of you who have time during the day or after work or before work. We would love to have you come and help us clean up and pile up all the clothing in the right area, fold them nicely. Like we have dishes and things to be washed, and we would appreciate any help that you can give us. And of course, Saturday on June 21st will be our first day of garage sale. 7 o'clock to 2 o'clock, I believe, is that right? Okay, and then that's a long day for us, but it's a very gratifying day because many times you'll see all these really happy faces. They're so glad to be there. They found something that's a really great bargain. So we clean it up, we present it to them, we have them all ready in the social hall, and when they enter, you can't believe their faces. They're so anxious to come to our garage sale, so let's show them a good time. Then on Sunday, June 22nd, is our bazaar and garage sale. And on the bazaar day, this is the day we have goodies for sale too. So we will have that, okay? Because this is 2 days of garage sale. So thank you so much in advance for all your help. Whenever you have time, come and join us in the social hall because there's always something to do. The organization of our garage items is very important, and people seem to be in a routine. They know where linens are, they know where the clothing are, they know where tools and stuff are, and it's just really a pleasure for us to present this to our community. And somebody help me with this. Our winter garage sale, is it on 12/4, 12/6? Winter. And that's only 1 day, so we're lucky. Or should we have it for 2 days? That's a discussion we can have later on. Okay, so I'll find out definitely when the winter garage sale will be. Any questions? Yes, Miss Bobby?
Do you have the sheet to sign up for lunch providing?
For the garage sale, I don't have it now, but I will have one. Yes, and we have volunteers, during the days that we come and help at the temple. We have people, you can partner up with somebody or you can do it yourself. We have somebody that will prepare our lunch for us. So every day you will have something to eat, okay? And if there's leftovers, we'll let you take them home, okay? No, truthfully though, there's always food around because we all love to eat. And we love the association, the gathering of our members. Okay, any other questions? Good questions, Bob. Good question, Bobby. Okay, maybe I'll have you make a list for us. No, I can do it. I have it. Okay, thank you.
Okay, let's go over the schedule in April. So April 6th will be the Central Maui Animosity at Wailuku Honganchi. Then following on 13th, we'll have Hanamatsuri here at Makawao. If you'd like to donate flowers or help to decorate the Hanamido, speak to Mimi and Sharon. We'll have regular Dharma family service. And then on the 27th, just mark this in your calendars, it's the BWA Eshini Kakushini Memorial Service. And thanks to Carol, our guest speaker will be Reverend Blaine Nakasone Sakata, who is the youngest of our new ministers. Chance to meet him. So he's also single as far as I know, so you can bring young people to meet our single young minister. And I think that's it. So Any other announcements?
Okay, I have one more, sorry. I read your message, the email about going to county building for the proclamation for the Hamas Week. If anybody's interested in going, I think you just go down to the county office and the
Yes,
mayor.
on Monday, March 30th,
Right, 31st.
8:40 in the morning. If you'd like to meet the mayor, this is a good chance to do it. We go up to the 9th floor of the county building. He comes out, he makes the official proclamation that this is Hanamatsuri week. And so he's, like most politicians, he's happy if there's a big crowd, not happy if there's a small crowd. Last year was only the ministers, so please come out and say hi to the mayor. He's got a tough job and it's making him feel good. And they do make this proclamation every year, so if you're available, please consider joining.
It is Monday the 31st.
31st.
Okay.
At what time?
At 9 o'clock.
What, 9 o'clock?
It's 9 o'clock start, so they say please be there at 8:40.
Okay.
Parking can be kind of weird around there sometimes, so
Yeah.
get early is kind of a good idea. Okay, very good. Oh, that's right, Yes Camp. If you haven't signed up for Yes Camp, please do so. I think Akiko's probably too young for that. Mara, you should sign up. Actually, Jamie, you're going.
I'm counseling.
Okay, so Jamie's a counselor, so you could talk to Jamie about what goes on there. It is actually a lot of fun. I went last year as the minister advisor, and it was quite a hoot. Okay. Okay, I think that's it. No other announcements. Maren, thank you very much for being our MC this morning. Great job. Let's encourage you to do some more.
Yes, you're retired now.
Okay,
That's it.
that's it, right? Yeah, see you up in the